So you have been thinking of moving to Kitchener-Waterloo, or you are a family who has just recently moved into this area and now you're wondering what are some of the fun places to hang out in and around KWC during those brutal winter months. Then this video is for you. I'm going to share my top picks when it comes to winter fun activities to do, places to hang out in and around KWC. So stay tuned, and I can promise you the last one that I'm gonna share here is guaranteed to work for you and your family, no matter how hard it is to get through the winter here in KWC. So stay tuned and let's get right into it. Hello and welcome. If this is your first time to this channel, welcome here, and be sure to subscribe and tap on the bell so you are the first to learn about the current market in and around Kitchener-Waterloo. My name is Dharmik Dixit. I am a local real estate agent serving Kitchener, Waterloo and surrounding towns, and I have people just like you reaching out to me who are looking for help in making their move in and around Kitchener-Waterloo, and I love helping them. So whether you are thinking of moving in 9 days or 9 months, be sure to reach out. You can call me, text me, email me, or even schedule a Zoom call. All the info is right below. I'll be more than happy to help you make a smooth move in and around Kitchener-Waterloo. So the first spot I do want to talk about is the St. Jacobs Farmers Market. Now this place is definitely worth checking out if you haven't been there. About 20 to 30 minute drive from Kitchener-Waterloo, depending on where you are in KWC, but certainly worth a visit. It is open all year round, and especially during the winter months, it's filled with local vendors selling local produce and artisan goodies. So if you're into trying some new stuff, last time I was there, we tried this garlic butter at one of the local vendors and I fell in love with it. I actually bought a jar of it. So again, lots of great stuff that are selling out there. And grab a warm drink, take a walk around the farmers market. Let's say if you do plan on buying local produce from there, like fruits and vegetables, the tip for you would be to get there early. And just remember that you can buy it in bulk. They don't sell like, at your local grocery store, like 1 cucumber or 2 cucumbers or a couple of apples or, a small strawberry pack. You will probably have to buy it in bulk, and that's how it works in the farmers market. So just a tip for you is to get there early and make the most of it. Now, if you are going all the way to the St. Jacobs Farmers Market, maybe take it a step further and drive down to the St. Jacobs town. I can tell you, it will not disappoint. This town is filled with boutique shops, and again, all about trying local stuff. We are big on local here in KWC. So if you go to St. Jacobs Farmers Market, take a walk or a stroll along, grab a warm drink like a coffee, and I can tell you it will not disappoint. Enjoy some good apps and some local craft beers at the Block 3 brewing that they have there right on that main street. It will bring you back that small town charm that you might be missing out on here in KWC. Now, if you are into taking it all in and make the most of the winter season and feeling more adventurous, then I just have a spot for you. Check out the Chicopee Tube Park and ski area. It's again great for adventure seekers. I have tried the snow tubing there. I am not into skiing. I haven't tried that. Maybe someday I will do that, but if you are into skiing, definitely a great spot. But even if you're not, that's the best part. You can still do snow tubing. They have this kind of elevators that take you up the hill and bring you down in the tubes. So it's so much fun. The tip for you, if you plan on getting there, obviously during the winter months, as you go up high, especially if it's a windy day, I would say pack yourself up properly with the winter gears like jackets, hats, mittens, all the stuff, because I can tell you it will feel pretty much quite cold when you go up the hill and coming down in the snow tube. So great place to check out with the family, with the kids as well. And they have this little shack there, like the snack shack, and they have pretty good food at a very reasonable price. So you can make it a fun day filled with family fun at the Chicopee Tube Park and make the most of this winter season. Now, if you're not feeling that crazy and you feel like, well, I do want to take things lightly, but still do want to enjoy the outdoors in the winter, then check out one of the local public ice rinks we have. A couple of great spots worth checking out are the Waterloo Public Square, which is in Uptown Waterloo, and in Kitchener we have an ice rink in the Victoria Park. So both of those places are great places to check out and hang out during the winter months. Just check out the hours for the public ice rinks. So if you know ice skating, you can rent skates from the nearby place and, hit up the ice rink. But, it can be a great fun, even if you don't know it. Just be careful in the beginning. I personally don't know ice skating too much, but still, you can try to wing it and have fun with it. If you want to take things even further a notch down and not do any of this crazy stuff that I mentioned here, and let's say you still want to enjoy the outdoors here in the winter season, well, you can take a walk or a stroll along one of the conservation areas. Winter hiking is the thing here, and if you are an outdoorsy person, then you can definitely check out one of the conservation areas. We have Huron Natural Area, we have Laurelwood Conservation Area in Waterloo. Those are some great spots to check out. They are open all year round. Just note that, those hiking trails are not maintained during the winter months. So I would say just be careful, especially check out the weather, what the weather is like outside. If it's too icy or not safe, maybe not a best day to check those out. But if it is a normal day, a little bit of snow, you can definitely enjoy nature. And like I said, we have abundance of them. Those two are the big ones. I can tell you, with the number of hiking trails we have in the KWC, there could be one literally falling into your backyard and you probably are not aware of it. So be sure to check it out. Maybe look it up online and, hit up one of the hiking trails and make the most of this winter season. If you got young kids like I do and you're wondering, what about the kids? What are some of the fun places we can hang out with the kids? I just got some great suggestions for you. One of the great places you can check out here in Kitchener is the Bingemans, which is a multi-activity recreation center. They have a bowling alley, they have an axe throwing. Obviously, axe throwing may not be suitable for all the kids, but they have even an indoor play area there. So depending on, whatever age group your kids may be, and even for adults, there are lots of fun stuff to do at this place. And like I said, check out their website. I will link it in the description below. But if you're looking for some rather indoor fun during the winter months with kids, Bingemans is definitely worth a visit. One of the other places I can recommend, which I've been to with my kids several times, is Funvilla, which is again a huge indoor playground right here in Kitchener. Great place, worth checking out. Kids will have a blast there. I took my nephew who is over 10 years old and he still had fun there. They have like even this climbing gyms and this trampoline area, and even for little ones they have slides and so much other stuff. So again, place is packed with fun. Kids will have a great time there while you enjoy the winter rather indoors. One of the third places that we recently visited here in Kitchener is the mini Playtown. Now this place is newly opened here in Kitchener, and this is rather more like a little city. Just imagine they have a small cafe, small fire station, all the other stuff. I mean, I'll link it in the description below, their website, so you can check out the pics. Maybe I won't do justice if I try to explain what it is, but I can tell you, if you got kids, especially kids anywhere under 5 or around 5 years of age, they will have a blast there. So these are 3 of my personal favorite, and I can tell you I've been to all of these 3 places, and I can assure you kids will have a great time at any of these 3 places. Now this next thing is my personal favorite. We are big here in Kitchener-Waterloo about local breweries. So we have number of them. If you are into enjoying some local craft beer, you are just at the right spot here in Kitchener-Waterloo. I have been to a few of them. A couple of my top picks include the Waterloo Brewing, which is right across the Bingemans here in Kitchener. Although it's named Waterloo Brewing, it is located in Kitchener. And the second favorite is the Stockyards Brewing, which is actually in Waterloo. The reason I personally like those 2 places, I'm a vegetarian, so they have some great apps for vegetarians, and the selection of their craft beer menu is pretty extensive. So that's what I personally enjoyed. Like, they have even winter inspired menus. They have during the Halloween, they have fall inspired menus. So like I said, if you are into trying local beers, Kitchener-Waterloo will not be a disappointment. In fact, we have lots of them. Even in Cambridge, there is a place called Forefathers Brewing. So check out any of the local breweries and you will have so much fun there. Just don't get too tipsy to the point where you can't drive, but other than that, have fun with it. If you're big about trying local cafes and baked goods, I've got some great suggestions for you. And I personally like doing this in the winter months because it gives you a good break from your mundane routine, especially, you can check out the spots even during a weekday. A couple of my favorites are the City Cafe and Bakery. So they have a couple of locations here in KW. Now, one thing to remember, this place is cash only. So I learned it when I got there first. It was my first time, and they do have an honor system. So when I got there first, I'm not a cash person, so I did not have cash. I bought a bunch of stuff like baked goods, and when I got to checkout, I'm like, well, I don't have cash. And the lady was nice enough to say, well, just take it, and whenever you come in next, you can pay for it. So it's great to see. It was such a good vibe to see that these people and this kind of businesses still do exist in today's world. So again, bring some cash. Few things to try out. Their date squares are really good, epic. They have the stone-fired bagels, which they cook it there from raw, and definitely they do sell out on that fairly quickly. So be sure to get there early in the day. Now, one of my other favorite spot, and I might end up butchering this name, guys, but it's called La Patisserie. That's the place here in Kitchener. And again, the staff there is just so nice and friendly, and their baked goods is top notch. So be sure to check it out. I think they have this thing called custard buns. I think that's what it's called. It's definitely a must try. So if you haven't, I may not know the name exactly. When you go there, just ask what's your top selling item, and they will tell you what it is. But I think it is called custard buns. They have this bun with some filling inside in the center. Definitely a must try. So these are my top personal favorites, but Waterloo even is filled with so many great local cafes. So if you're into it, definitely try out some local cafes during those winter months. It'll be a nice and cozy experience. One of the other things you can do is, especially if you don't want to go overboard with spending too much money and you only have few hours, then you can hit up one of the malls here in Kitchener or Waterloo. We have the Conestoga Mall in Waterloo, which is pretty good, and then we have Fairview Park Mall. Again, you can just maybe grab a drink, grab some good stuff like pretzels or bubble tea or something like that, and just do some window shopping. They do have this post-holiday sales going on in the month of January. Malls always have a sale going on, isn't it? Something or another. But nonetheless, if you are not a mall person, then this may not work for you. But like I said, if you want to keep things easy and if you have self-control, because I know some people go overboard when they end up going to mall, they end up buying stuff that they don't necessarily need. So, but yeah, that's another suggestion. I've tried it a couple of times with my family, and we had a great time. It gives you a break again from this mundane routine of the winter season. When things get pretty dark and gloomy, malls will give you a different vibe and different energy. So yeah, check it out and let me know how it goes. And finally, if you've tried all of this or most of these things and you feel like, well, I just can't get through the winter, it's brutal and I'm done with it, well, I would say escape it. What I mean is, go somewhere nice, tropical and sunny. We do make it a point to go every year somewhere nice and sunny during the winter months, especially Jan and Feb, because until Christmas, pretty much until end of December, we have holidays. So everyone is in good vibe, good spirit. And then the winter hits all of a sudden come January. You're back to work, things are pretty cold, days are short, you can't get through enough sun and all those things. So, that's when in January, end of January to mid-February, maybe take a break for about a week to somewhere nice and sunny. I can tell you, it always works for me and my family. We always take one vacation somewhere nice and sunny in this Jan or Feb. And when we come back, it makes the winter months so much more tolerable. And especially after end of February, you are anyways looking forward to the March, and the spring vibes are there in the air. So that makes the winter more tolerable, and I can tell you it is guaranteed to work for you. So if you have a budget and if you have a time that allows you to go somewhere nice and warm, definitely do that. I can tell you it will be worth it. So there you have it. These are some nice fun places to check out, activities to do during the winter months to make winter a little bit more bearable for you. And if you are a local here, or if you're not a local here but have checked out some other places in and around KWC that you think are worth a visit, do let me know in the comments below so myself and others can check it out. And if you got some value, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so YouTube knows I'm doing somewhat good job here. And nonetheless, whether you are thinking of moving in 9 days or 90 days, be sure to reach out. You can call me, text me, email me, or even schedule a Zoom call. I'm pretty easy to talk to, guys. So be sure to reach out. I'll be more than happy to help you and family relocate in and around Kitchener-Waterloo. Until next time, well, I do hope to show you around town.